have some more weekend updates. We got some reasons why this episode is coming out so goddamn late. Brooks wins again. We got some MLB news with a bunch of trades. We have some new picks for for who's going to win the World Series. We have some NFL news, including some injuries and some signings. And we have a little bit of NHL news consisting of some picks, but stay till the end because we are going to have our second, or was it the third?
No,
Austin, a little
second.
help on that?
It's the
Second
second.
rank.
Should we inform him of what the rank is going to be of, or should we keep
No.
that?
Nope, it's a surprise.
Okay. All right, let's get into it.
Do that Russian thing where like it's like the arm wrestle, but you just go up there, you just slap the
Crocodile?
shit out of each other.
Yep.
The Dodgers are just prone to choking. What else can you say?
They just love.
Great shot, Jake. Any words?
That's a 2-iron, bitch.
All right, so as you guys heard, Zach brought us in today, so let's get into it. Weekend updates. Jake, anything for us?
What did I do this weekend?
That's a great question. Would you like to answer it?
I have no weekend updates.
Austin, are you muted? All right. So
Yeah,
while
sorry,
he's muted,
I'm back.
all right, I'll give my weekend update. I have been shitting liquid all weekend, so that's fun.
Okay, I did not know. All right.
No, I wouldn't want you to know that until now. So yeah, no, that's my weekend.
Unfortunately, I knew that on the weekend.
Yep, I told Jake about it. I informed him about it. I'm not going to go into the gory details that I gave to Jake, but yep, that's been my weekend.
That's
Awesome.
been my weekend too. Listening to and describe his fucking shit.
let's see.
Graphic detail. HD.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
How I roll. All right, Austin, you got any weekend updates?
I umpired and made money. And
Oh,
when was I not working on a weekend? So
I do have a weekend updates.
Oh wait, no. I was gonna say for once I didn't drink on a weekend, but I did drink. So
All right, that's your second problem that we know of. Jake, back to you.
So this weekend, my cousin was in town playing some hockey, and so I showed up to the rink, and they go, "Hey, didn't you used to ref?" I'm like, "Yeah, like 5 years ago." They're like, "Well, we need you to ref this game." So I'm like, "What the hell?" I go and I say, "Hey, you know, can I run home? It'll be like only like it'll only be like 20 minutes maximum, you know?" And I'm like, "Fuck, man. Like, yeah, I guess I can do it. I'll run home." They go, "No. No fucking time for that. Grab some rental skates."
Oh.
I grab these rental skates. They are the most beautiful ones I can find. Toe is all
Which means
stuff. No. They are good. They're not the worst skates. They are not the ones that are all one piece and plastic with the straps. No. These are hockey skates, except they're held together by tape, and the blades
Okay.
are all rusty and dusty. So
just like you.
yes, I take it, and I'm like, well, shit, man. And I ran to the ref room where I'm comfortable there. I found some oversized sweatpants. I found a unmarked ref jersey, and then I was like, wow, I actually need a helmet. So
Oh.
I go in the back room, and all these helmets like only fit on like here and up of my head. So I'm like wearing like a yarmulke, basically.
For a helmet.
Hard helmet yarmulke.
So
Oh,
I
Jake, you're
actually found
jacked.
one. I haven't.
Jeez.
I eventually find one, but it's got the cage on it. So I'm like, what the hell? And like usually you wear a visor when you're reffing. So I go and I take the cage off. So I'm there without a visor. Just ridiculous helmet, ridiculous. I step out on the ice, and the difference between my hockey skates and these rental skates hit me like a truck full of bricks. I mean, just rocked my world. I almost fell over 3 times on the way to the center dot of the zone. Of the zone. I didn't get through one circle before I was just stumbling. I was Bambi out there. I was Bambi like a motherfucker.
I'm still just not getting over the fact that you couldn't just leave it at hit me like a truck. You had to add the bricks on the inside.
Oh, the bricks. I felt the bricks.
No, the bricks were your feet.
No, those were still graceful as I don't even know what to compare that to. I'm so tired.
Oh, Jake, we also went golfing.
Oh, damn, you're right.
I
But
completely
anyways,
forgot about that.
I gotta finish the rest of the story. So eventually, I got back into it, and I'm not even flexing.
I just want to know when you turned into a Quebec gangster. Like, fuck.
Well, that's fucking happened in the last about 2 minutes.
Instead of into it, you start talking about an indigenous. We get back into it.
Okay, no, but long story short, it came back really easily at 5 years, and made some good calls. Actually, I had no bad calls. I
In
reffed
your
really
eyes
well.
or in their eyes?
Yes, they said I was the best ref they had in a long time. And I'm like, I'm off for 5 years. I'm wearing your fucking garage sale equipment.
Your eyes are there.
My whistle,
Yes.
my whistle was taped together. Where it came from, I don't know. It could have had bacterias on it that I had no clues about.
Your eyes are their eyes. Yeah.
Both. They loved me. Had no issues. The guy eventually came after the first period, so I tagged him out because I was done wearing those skates, man. Oof.
Oh.
Alright.
All right.
But now I'm thinking about getting back indoor, you know. The same.
So,
Well, thank you for that.
yeah. So, as you guys have probably noticed, episode 6
I'm not gonna be able to
coming out.
shake this accent, man.
Episode 6 is coming out extremely late. We kind of
Because
skipped
we're
a
all
week.
incompetent.
Yeah, so basically we recorded an episode and it was absolute dog shit. And so we
I
decided...
couldn't stay awake. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep half of it.
Yeah, well, not only that, but it was also, like, in the middle of... It was really bad timing, like, especially for MLB trade deadline and stuff. It was, like, the day before the deadline that we recorded.
Yeah.
And we just... It was not worth it. So we ditched that one and we're re-recording. So, yeah, episode 6 is already better than previous episode 6. So,
Yeah, it is.
by far.
Yeah.
So Brooks won again. That was a while ago. What tournament?
That he did.
What even was it? Was it the? No, it wasn't the FedEx.
St.
Cup.
Jude Invitational, wasn't it?
Yes. That's what
Give
it
it a
was.
fuck. He won anyways.
Because he had those special moments with the Shields.
It was awesome. That was also the one where he didn't show up until 45 minutes before tea time. Because
He always does that.
move. That is a Brooks move, though. He hates
Yeah.
golf. He hates golf.
That's not why he shows up 45 minutes before.
I've said this before, but
It's because he's been doing it the whole time, and
he
he's
does
successful
golf
with it.
because he's good at it. He's like the kid that runs cross country because his mom says, "Hey, You're really good at running. You should run cross country. Jake
I feel that.
has to check. I feel that. Yeah, so that's Brooks. Brooks wins again. He's still the #1 golfer in the world. Won the St. Jude's Invitational.
I don't know what to say about it. I mean, he was dominant.
When isn't he? Well, it was a major, so of course he was dominant. Non-majors,
He
probably
was
not dominant.
not a major.
Oh, so well, oh well.
You said that in shitty
That
episode
was-
6, and
Oh,
I
no, it's
corrected you.
That's how shitty episode 6 was.
You had to make
decided to
the
bring it
shit
back.
come back.
Yeah.
It's for the brand.
The St. Jude Invitational. The 5th major.
All right, dickhead.
It was actually a big tournament, though. Honestly,
Yeah,
it was.
that's why I thought it was a major.
It was invite. There were only. I don't think there was even a. I don't think there was a cut. Not positive on that.
I don't know.
I don't think there was a cut. I think because only the top 60 were invited. I think.
I don't know.
Not positive on that. Do not quote me, anybody. I'll fight you.
I'll fucking
Alright.
fight you.
Anything else to say about Brooks winning the Invitational?
Austin, we golfed this weekend.
We did golf. I actually didn't have a terrible round. I kind of fucked around, but on the last couple holes, but we saw some deer.
That's what they all.
I still sliced the shit out of it.
I hit 2 balls OB and still shot 5 over.
I hit a piss missile with a 4 hybrid. Wow, that thing was. That was probably the. It was a fucking missile. Not even shitting you.
He pounded it. I didn't think I saw it. But
I hit it from a fairway on a 1 hole that I wasn't supposed to be playing on, but I hit it onto the other fairway all the way down this par 4, and I was like, it was a drive. Well, it was a hybrid, but
It was farther than his drive.
by far. I should probably maybe I should use my hybrid off the tee.
Maybe we should just go off the deck.
Yeah,
3 wood off the deck.
I don't like. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so nothing else on the Invitational.
No.
Okay.
Rory McIlroy is still got the. I don't even know what to call him because he was leading, so it's not even like the yips or anything. It's just
He's just
speaking
choking.
Speaking of Rory,
he's struggling, dude. He's struggling
our
hard.
golf video. I can guarantee our golf video will be out this month.
Yeah,
Wow.
we said that.
Way to really narrow it down.
We said that in the one we deleted, right? So we're not saying that twice in a row, right?
Way to narrow it down.
I
No,
probably
it's so
didn't
much
say
work,
it.
man.
It is a lot of work.
Tried working on it twice, and I got like maybe a minute done, and I was just dead.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. All right, we got to keep moving. We got to keep moving. MLB news.
All right, so
Trade
we'll start it
deadline.
off with just talking about the couple of trades that we've already touched on. We'll just give a brief synopsis of what we think about them now because we have touched on them in previous videos. If you check out our most recent fantasy baseball rankings video, we touched on the Bauer trade and the Jordan Lyles just because it was pertaining to the Brewers and what we thought about it. As far as the Bauer trade, Austin and I both agreed that the Reds, they had a decent haul just because Trevor Bauer is a really good pitcher. The San Diego Padres got absolutely fucking fleeced in the deal. And the Indians made out like bandits and were probably easily the best of the 3 teams in returns, getting Franmil Reyes and Yasiel Puig.
Yeah.
So that was that one. And then as the
Update
Brewers...
on that. Franmil
go
Reyes slammed his bat on the ground yesterday and just destroyed it. He struck out and he got pissed, slammed it down and broke it, and then he just finished it off over.
That reminds me, is Bauer just like is he a nutcase, or is this like a one-time thing?
100%.
I love him. He's probably like top 3 favorite pitchers in the league, but he's if you don't know who Tyler Hansborough is, or if you do, mostly for our listeners, Trevor Bauer is the psycho T of the MLB.
Pretty
He is
sure you
fucking
made this
nuts.
in our power rankings.
I know. And I'll
He
say
was
it again. He is
going.
absolutely nuts.
I mean, that inning went to shit for him, but still, holy fuck.
hmm
He was.
All
he
sorts
launched
of
that
messed
ball.
up. Yeah.
It's the
It
same
was an
dude that
impressive
was.
throw.
It
He
wasn't.
got a hand laceration that put him out for what, like 10 days, because he was.
Punched. Yeah.
No, it wasn't because he punched anything. It was because he was playing with his drone.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Like,
Yeah.
who plays with a drone?
Got his fingers
Like,
stuck in the
I
blades.
get having a drone, but he was playing with his drone during the MLB season, and you are a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
You will sit out games for blisters.
Yeah.
For hangnails.
His coach came out and was, "Are you like fucking serious?" It was
I
so.
just looked at him and
fuck
said,
is wrong
"What the
with
fuck is
Yeah,
wrong
well, that
with
was
you?"
it. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, "Ah, it's my bad." Like, no shit, it's your bad.
And then he
I
put
mean,
him in the
he
timeout.
said that right away and stopped at that moment. Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah, it's on me. I was
So
like, what?
In other news, the
I get
Brewers
it.
Brewers got Jordan Lyles.
And quick on that one, because that one's also in our power rankings video. I think that it's a move that was needed, but I don't know how well it's going to be. Like, I
He's-
don't really have high hopes, but I don't have low hopes. It's kind of like
been pretty decent. 2 starts in his
Yeah.
in his first week here, and he's gotten 2 wins.
yeah, but I mean, hasn't he had issues at the long ball in both of them? He gave up 2 home runs tonight.
I don't know how many he gave up the other day, but yeah, sort of.
I mean,
he
that's
has a
my opinion.
he has
I
a
need to wait
5.4
to see a little
ERA.
bit.
As long as they're
Yeah,
not
I don't
fucking
think he's a
grand
starting
slams,
pitcher.
I'm fine with it. Well, not fine with it, but I'm better about it.
All right, if you want to see our full thoughts and stuff on that, check out the Power Rankings video for those 2 trades, because we have a couple more trades that we want to touch on before we move on to some NFL news.
We're also trying to make this a quicker video, so.
Yeah, we're trying to speed it up, maybe around the half-hour mark, hopefully.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Jaundice.
Marcus Stroman got traded to the Mets. Austin, what are your thoughts on that?
Apparently he pitched well. I don't really know. I hate the fucking trade because I hate the Mets. What the fuck are the Mets doing? If anyone has seen our Twitter, I was the one that said it. What the fuck are the Mets doing?
I mean,
But apparently they're doing good. Now they're only like a half game out of the wild card.
Yeah,
And I hate it because now they're fucking up the Brewers.
from what I saw was that the reason that they went out and got Stroman was because they hit that hot streak before the All-Star game.
It pisses me off. They're doing what the Giants are doing. That neither of those teams should have been buying.
No, but they did. But they got on the hot streaks, and that's why they did buy. That was what the GM for the Mets said, is that we wouldn't have gone out and gotten another pitcher if we didn't think we had a chance. And that hot streak kind of secured them as like thinking that they had a chance or have a
hot
chance.
streak with 2 months left in the season does not determine your season.
You're right, but it damn sure helps.
Mm.
Yeah, but when you've been this bad the Mets and the Giants are 2 teams that have not been good for the last 4 years, at least.
I don't know. If someone is like argues with you and they say, "Oh, the Brewers had a shitty season," you go, "No, but they had a strong run at the end." It's just
yeah,
you're,
but no. The end is different than 2 months from the end.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
You could
yeah,
go on
we
a
must
10
have
game. You could go on a 20 game win streak with 2 months left in the season and
players
still
and teams
still
can be
finish 10
completely
games out of the
different
fucking
depending on what half
playoffs.
it is. I mean, you can look at they could have had a complete shit first half and come off and have an amazing, almost historic second half. You don't know that. Look at Jesus Aguilar last year. The same goes for players. But if
It's
all
the
the
Mets.
players have a really good second half, yeah, they have Pete Alonso.
I don't know
We
if
talked
you've
about this
realized how many
yesterday.
times I've had to do everything's fine for the Mets.
Well, we've done
Everything's not
everything.
fine.
chosen to twice.
But
Yeah,
with the Mets, yeah,
because
no,
they
they
fucking
could be a streaky
suck.
team. I mean, if you look at it, Jacob deGrom is top 3 pitcher in the league right now because of his quality starts that he gives. They may not win the game, but he gives out quality starts. Their bullpen actually isn't terrible because it's just they've had issues early in the season, and then they have Pete Alonso has been playing amazing as a rookie. Conforto, if he would like, he can be subject to streakiness, but I mean, if he's playing like it's either he's playing really bad or he's playing really good. You have Jeff McNeil, who is actually really fucking good this year. JD Davis isn't. I think he's playing all right. Robbie Cano before he tore his hamstring today. He was playing, I think, pretty decent. They have decent players. It's just they all don't play well at the same time, except for now because they had that push before the All-Star game, and apparently they're still playing really well because last night they beat the Pirates 13-1.
It's the Pirates, not Sharks.
But still, it's a team that the Mets shouldn't be with what you think of the Mets this year. They suck ass. They shouldn't beat the Pirates, who are in a very competitive NL Central. But 13-1, they shouldn't beat them by. Maybe on a 3-2 or something like that. But they shouldn't beat them 13-1.
Agreed.
But they did because they're starting to click now. And I think the Stroman deal just adds to that because now they have Zach Wheeler, who's been pitching phenomenal lately, Jacob deGrom, who pitches phenomenal all the time, Noah Syndergaard, who I think is actually starting to figure it out again this season, and then now Marcus Stroman, who's actually been pitching well.
I don't like the trade, but maybe it'll pay off for him. I don't know. Any other trades?
Trades, there's the Zach Greinke deal.
Oh yeah.
Making the Houston that and Aaron Sanchez. Those two go to Houston, making Houston have maybe the greatest rotation in the history of baseball.
I mean, they threw a combined no-hitter, so...
Yeah, with Aaron Sanchez starting the game.
Yeah.
And another piece to that trade, Joe Biagini, or however you pronounce his name, was also a part of it. It's two players who I honestly think probably shouldn't be a part of a no-hitter. It's like Mike Fiers throwing a no-hitter.
Well, he has
why?
3 of them, so...
Yeah, why? He's...
anyone can beat anyone on any given day. That's baseball.
Yep, that's true.
That's why the Mets could have a really good season.
Anyways,
but yeah, no, Houston now has the greatest rotation in the history of baseball.
Verlander, who's going to go in the Hall of Fame as an Astro. You have Garrett Cole, who is just
this year looking like a Cy Young. They have basically 3 Cy Youngs.
At least, and Wade Miley's having a career year. Aaron Sanchez is bouncing back. Houston just turns all of their pitchers into Cy Young
their bullpen,
pitchers.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Ryan Presley on his...
I mean, can you imagine going into a playoff series and having to face Verlander, Greinke, Cole, games 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, you're going to get...
Wade Miley come in for game 4? Sorry, that's a sweep. Every time.
Mm-hmm. I credit here, Tim.
So, I mean, there's a couple other small trades. Zach Gallen got traded to Arizona, which I don't know if you know who that is, but Zach Gallen is
that one prospect pitcher for Miami.
Very good pitcher. He's going to be dominant someday. Between him and Luke Weaver, they're going to run that Arizona starting rotation come next year.
Jason Vargas getting shipped out to Philly.
Mm-hmm. Philly made a couple moves. You know who made a lot of moves was the Nationals. Nationals made a lot of moves at the deadline.
Did they? Oh yeah, it sent Tanner Roark. No, Tanner Roark was on Cincy, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tanner Roark used to be on the Nats.
Mm-hmm.
Did they trade Sergio Romo?
They got Sergio Romo, yes.
They got him, or they traded?
They got him.
Okay.
Let me look at all the Nationals.
I didn't really. I mean, it doesn't sound like they made a lot of big trades. They just made a lot.
Yeah, there was a couple decent ones. So they got. Let's see, when was? Oh, this is August. Go back. July. Traded Kyle Johnston. Traded Daniel Hudson. Oh, they got Daniel Hudson. They got Hunter Strickland, Rayones Elias.
They just bolstered their bullpen, basically.
Yeah, they went out and got a ton of bullpen help, is all it was. That looks like that was all the trades that they made. But they were, I mean,
Yeah,
where did Ramos go? Or
I think they just formally went, like, they went after guys who were formally really, really good, and now they're just kind of down on their luck, hoping
Daniel
that they're
Johnson, Hunter Strickland, Rayones Elias.
Hunter Strickland hasn't been relevant since he tried to punch Bryce Harper and instead 8-1.
Yep.
Ronas Elias, honestly, has just been average.
He was supposed to be really good, but that didn't go well.
No, and then Daniel Hudson is decent. It's just.
So who's your new prediction to win the World Series after the trade deadline? I
You want
don't
me
think
to,
that's
you want me
really
to
a
go get my
question.
tiki head?
Yeah, I guess that's not really a question.
Hold on. I'll get my tiki head. Hold tight.
Jake,
We'll
who's
get-
your pick to win the World Series? Poland straight out your butt.
Huh?
Just yank one out straight out of your butt.
That Astros pitching core is gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna win it.
Yeah.
Who do you have him beating, Zach?
Don't ask me that question.
I won't.
Houston. Who are they gonna beat? Let's see, shall we? Gotta pick an AL team, if I'm not mistaken. Or do I have to pick an NL team? I forget. I don't really know the.
Do an AL team to make it, or to that they beat to make it to the World Series, and then an NL team to beat in the World Series.
Let's see. The AL team that they are going to beat to make it to the World Series is going to probably, I'm going to say, now, this may not be popular, but I'm going to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. The Minnesota Twins. I think the Minnesota Twins are going to make it to the NLCS, but lose, or the ALC, whatever. Who gives a fuck? They're going to lose tragically to the Astros in 5 games. I'll give the Twins 1 game.
Okay. World Series.
Or
should I do my ALCS first?
I'm going to have the World Series be
Okay.
the Astros versus the Braves.
Okay.
I mean, that one's completely unbiased because if it's really what I wanted, it would be the Astros versus the Brewers. But having bias completely out of it, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be the Astros versus the Braves because the Braves they're just a phenomenal offensive team.
So then mine, I would say for the ALCS, I'm also going to take the Twins just because I feel like their pitching is more reliable than the Yankees pitching staff. Seems like the pitching staff for the Yankees lately has been going through a lot of stretches where they give up a ton of runs.
That happens when you have Masahiro Tanaka in your staff.
Yeah, 12 earned in 3 innings. So I do think that the Twins are going to be a more reliable team. Whether they can... Oh, no, actually, I know who I'm going to pick. I changed my mind. I'm taking the Indians. They're going to beat the Indians. Astros over the Indians in the ALCS. Because I think that the Indians are going to end up winning the Central. And then the Twins are not going to be able to fight out of that wild card. As much as I like them, I don't think they're going to be able to fight out of their wild card and make it all the way to the ALCS. And then whatever team has to play the Yankees, I'm going to take them over the Yankees because the Yankees pitching staff is just not reliable. So yeah, I'm going to take the Astros over the Indians in the ALCS. And then in the World Series, completely unbiased. Excuse me. completely unbiased, I'm going to take the Astros over the Dodgers just because there's no possible chance that the Dodgers ever win a World Series, and I want to see them lose again. I don't care
Wow,
if they make...
you actually,
Yeah, because if they make a World Series, it doesn't matter because they're not going to win it anyways.
you're saying the Dodgers. Oh my God.
I don't usually put that word in my mouth, but completely unbiased, I want to see Javi in misery and pain after they lose a third straight World Series and get second, and then he'll say, no, I'm perfectly fine with it because they made a World Series. But really deep down, he knows they're never going to win a World Series, and he's not going to be happy with it. So, and Jaundice is back.
Jaundice. All right, Jaundice, you got any idea who do you want to see in the World Series? What do you think the World Series is going to look like for you?
He already said who he's going to have win it, but
Yeah, who do you think is going to go up against the Astros in the World Series?
pick an NL team.
I told us not to ask him
Just
Well,
pick an
I'm
NL
not
team.
Austin.
that.
So I picked the Dodgers and said that I just want to see them lose a third
They were just
straight.
going to choke again?
Yeah, because the Dodgers are prone to choking. And I want to see Javi in pain and misery for at least another week.
Well, here, give me a second.
You want to know the NL teams?
No. I know the NL teams.
Do you?
I do.
What are you doing right now?
Looking up stuff. No, I'm serious. I do know the NL teams.
How many of the NL teams?
How many of the NL teams? Most of them. I'm double checking. But...
Double check.
Yeah, you didn't know either, you dickweed.
Yeah, I know. I didn't front like I did.
Definitely the Mets, Austin.
Fuck you. I knew somebody was going to do it. I knew somebody was going to do it. I expected
I actually don't
Zach
think
to
that's a
do it.
bad pick.
I did
No,
not expect you to do it.
Probably, I would say, I don't know, Braves? Is that a good pick?
That's what
Yeah,
Zach took.
I think it's going to be the Astros versus.
I think they can do
The
it.
Braves are a good team. They're young. Very young.
Mhm.
If their
Yeah.
pitching can
Yeah.
stay healthy, they'll be good.
Because if you look at it, they're not they're not dominant on the home or away. They're just decent at both. 32 and
Yeah.
25 at home, 24 and 34 and 23 on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can do it.
Well, that does that for MLB news. NFL news. AJ Green out 6 to 8 weeks with torn ligaments in his ankle. That
Yeah.
was another
Oh, yeah.
injury. I'm not going to repeat from Shitty episode 6 and say that AJ Green has missed so many games and that his career has been a waste. So
Because I've proved you wrong.
Yeah, it was.
Zach did prove me wrong. But that
Maybe we
was
should
in the
just cut that
past.
part of it.
That didn't happen. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Anyways.
AJ Green's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks.
But the fifth major,
I
that's the real
don't-
thing.
I don't think that he will be a top 5 fantasy receiver.
I think you could be right, but I do definitely think he probably won't be picked top 5, obviously, and he won't be picked in top 5 wide receivers either. But I do think that AJ Green, when he comes back healthy, will have a freaking stellar year, as he
Yep.
normally does when he comes back from injury. And I think he'll be a sleeper in the sense that people probably won't pick him for first couple rounds. I think maybe AJ Green could slip to the 3rd round.
I mean, whoever's
Barring
picking in front of
someone-
me, I'm not taking him, so go ahead. I don't know.
I mean-
I'll scoop them. I mean, it won't be early, but
Yeah, so we're starting a 12-man buy-in league for fantasy
Dude,
football.
I really hope I can pick him though.
It's gonna be a sweet. I'm
I
gonna
gotta
make a
name
video
that.
for the fantasy football draft, and it's gonna be
Dude,
awesome.
I got a name for my team if I can get AJ.
Yeah, oh god.
Would you like to hear it, or do you want it to be a surprise if I do get him?
Let's leave it a surprise.
Oh, but what if I don't get him?
If you don't get him, then you just toss. So what was the signing that I had down on the notes?
Oh, it'd be Mike Daniels. Mike Daniels signing
Yep.
with the Lions,
Waste of
staying in the
money.
NFC North, but
Waste of money. They wasted like $9 million on him.
I mean, he's a really good defensive tackle. I mean, ex
Yeah,
Pro
but
Bowl.
1 year,
Yes.
and he's injury prone, and he's overweight.
So is every lineman.
Some linemen have a shape.
And most of the
Blob.
time, the shape is circular.
Blob shape. Beach ball.
That's okay. I
Then
don't know. He was good, but I think he was too injury prone and not worth $9 million. But just my
I mean,
take.
he made it to a Pro Bowl. It's not like he's at the end of his career.
I'd rather spend my money on Bakhtiari.
Well, it's a different
for my
side of the
offense.
line.
Yeah, no. I'm saying I'd rather save my money and protect my quarterback with Bakhtiari.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Exactly.
Obviously, I mean,
All right. So next week we're gonna get a bunch of picks out for football. Next week's gonna be a big football episode, so be prepared for that. We're gonna have interviews from a lot of different people. We said
most of them are not famous.
Yeah, no, I don't think
All of
anyone
them are not famous.
None of them are famous.
Well, hey, you never know. Maybe we'll stumble across somebody that's famous, and
Or maybe by next week, our friends will be famous.
that's one way to look
No,
at
they
it.
don't do anything cool enough. We don't even do anything cool enough.
Maybe one of them will release a porno.
I don't want to watch it.
I'd be okay with half of them.
I was gonna say that's gonna
Tubbs.
cut, but
Tubbs.
yeah.
Ooh, maybe more than half of them.
Uh,
Tubbs. Tubbs is a sexy motherfucker. And that's not making fun of you, Tubbs. I'm serious. You're a sexy motherfucker.
Tubbs is a sexy motherfucker. Dun, 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 dun.
NHL news. Jake,
You're gonna have to remind me. I don't remember because we're not gonna
Knights?
talk about it a lot.
Golden Knights.
Whoa! The Golden Knights traded somebody? What did they trade again? Oh, you're such a little bitch. I remember
I'm on it.
because it's a Russian dude.
Yeah, I know. It starts with a G. Doesn't it? Last name starts with a G.
Well, let's talk about what happened more recently, and that's where Kevin Shattenkirk signed with the. Get the fuck out of here!
Zach,
I gotta-
you missed it.
I gotta look up the contract exactly, but Shattenkirk signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is huge. I think it's 1 year. It was pretty substantial.
I said the sloth tried CrossFit once. Sorry, Jake. Go ahead. Oh, by the way, the Golden Knights trade Nikita Gusev to the
That's what
Devils.
I was gonna
draft
say
picks.
Nikola Gusev, but I knew that
Oh,
wasn't right,
this is
so-
why we're gonna say that
Nikola Vucevic. The
the
center.
Devils are killing
a
it right
G,
now with
with
their
a G.
trades. Vucevic? I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, it's not a real person. I didn't see this one, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's newish. Okay, we'll talk about the next one right now. Who did they trade for them?
Nikita Gusev to the Devils for draft picks.
Oh yeah, they're pretty decent draft picks too. The Devils are in it to win it this year, dude.
They
Oh my
are
God.
gonna be good.
They won the offseason.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's still people. Oh, that reminds me. We will be having probably after we do our football one. So 2 weeks. Once all the holdouts start signing places, we're gonna do a full-length NHL recap picks since we don't go into detail much on here.
Well, we will go into detail once we get into regular season, but
Yeah. I'm talking
the off
about
season is just tough.
off-season
Off season's
recap
tough for me because it falls
and
during baseball season,
previews.
so.
Well, it's hard to follow
Mhm.
the off-season.
But yeah, we'll make out an NHL video, and I don't know if we'll do. Should we do that NFL picks video separate, or should we just throw it into episode 7?
What are NFL
Separate.
picks?
Yeah, like our
Pretty
picks
separate.
and stuff. Separate.
Separate.
Okay. We'll do that one separate.
1.75 mil.
Finally. One eternity later. Alright. Anything else in the NHL other than the mild suck?
Did we talk about Vasilevsky's thing last time?
Listen here, you stupid motherfucker. I will kick your jaw straight if you say shit like that again.
Mild are a mess, dude. Oh my god. Dude, they're
I will shit in your pillowcase if you keep
Dumpster
up
fire.
this shit.
They
they
are
fired
bad.
their GM
After 1 year.
after 1 year.
Yeah, so?
They're a
So,
dumpster fire.
point your counter argument there, buddy. Why would they do that?
I don't know, I'm not a part of
Definitely,
them.
I don't really like this guy. Let's get him out. That owner's
agree.
involved. What a mess.
So,
Zach
hey,
is startled. Zach is
I'm not.
You have nothing. This is like you saying, "Oh, he dresses well. I like him."
When did I say that?
What?
When did I say he dresses well? I like him.
For Ricky Fowler? That's Ricky Fowler's a good golfer, and that's the only thing you can ever say about him. He dresses well. He makes my dick hard.
That's two things right there, so fuck you. Got him.
Those were connected. Those were one thing.
They're two separate points. Dressing well doesn't automatically make my dick hard. Shut up, ass clown. Not you, Jake. You're fine right now. The other ass clown.
The Mild are going to be brutal.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, to play against, because they're going to go out there and Jordan Greenway is going to shove his fucking fist up someone's ass. And Jake, if you keep talking shit, I'm going to shove mine up Austin's ass.
Zach, the Wild are going to be the worst team.
That's it. Austin's anus has a date with my knuckles.
Well, that's not
want
getting in this video.
you to dive in.
I'm about to die.
Alright, we need to get moving. So, anything else in the NHL before we get into our rank here? Rank number 2.
I actually am excited about this rank.
Should we now tell them the topic of the rank?
Go ahead.
So,
On
the
boy.
rank this time is the rank of hangover cures. And I have never been more excited. We have a lot of topics.
Fucking problem.
Whoa. Whoa. Allegedly.
This isn't really a rank. Jake, should we spring it on him?
It's an intervention.
Austin, you have an issue. We only agreed to this so that we could bring it up.
It's because we love you.
Oh man, Jake, you
because you
brought you here today.
You won't pay me money until you get clean.
Jake, intervention.
Did you just develop cerebral palsy? What the fuck was that?
Oh,
it's side effects.
So let's decide our order here first.
Yeah,
Zach,
right. I have the number generator up on my phone.
I'm gonna
because we're really high tech here.
I think Jake picked first last time, right?
No, you did.
No, I picked first. So
because you picked 2 and I picked 4.
Yeah.
What?
Jake picked a number.
Here. Yeah, Jake.
1 to what?
We're gonna do 1 to. We're gonna do 1 to 10. And it's just first person's number to come up. So pick your number, Jake.
4.
Awesome.
Fuck you. 2.
Alright, I'm going 9. Here we go. It says 3. I don't know if you can see it or not.
So...
Oh, it's 2.
Let's go. First pick.
And then it is...
And then...
Give me a sec. It's 9.
So, yes, me, then...
I'm okay with it. I'll allow
then
it.
Zach, then Jake.
I'll allow
Alright, so we'll take 5 minutes here to gather our picks. Oh, are we good?
Wow.
Are you
I'm
good?
good.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna
I'm
say,
doing your
but
research.
that's when I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll start it. So, my number one hangover cure is
Sucking
to
dick.
just keep drinking. And I mean,
That was on my list.
that's a classic. I mean, if you don't stop, you can't get hungover, right?
And then you have interventions with your friends on their podcast.
You just
Yep.
you just wake up and chug another beer. You bite the dog that bit
Austin,
you.
truthfully, how many times have you actually done this?
Well, I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life, so none.
Cut this shit. No one watches this.
Maybe twice. 3 times.
More than I thought. All right, Zach.
Alrighty. My first choice
What is my first one gonna be?
is the good old fashioned, what I like to do every single time that anything hurts. Down a shit ton of ibuprofen.
That is a good one.
4 or 5 of those bitches.
Are you supposed to do that?
Are you
You're not-
supposed?
it
Who knows
depends.
that it works?
Are you taking them the next morning?
I think if it's next morning, it's fine, right? If you take it
If
You
I'm
take it with
dude, if
alcohol,
I,
your
really bad,
stomach
right?
is probably
well,
open.
listen, Linda, listen. If it's the next morning, I pound a shit ton of them. If it's that night,
gobble them up like Tic Tacs.
Normally I want to get home and I'll pound a shit ton before I go to bed. Works either way.
Oh no. We need to get you on something else other than
Jake,
blood.
so Jake, you get 2 of them.
I do. Since I actually struggle with
Alcoholism.
recovering well, no.
Recovering, just recovering in general. I struggle recovering.
I think the only true cure is time.
Oh my God, you're such a
Wow,
bitch.
thanks, Gandhi.
I'm just saying that is the only true cure. But some
Jaundice.
fun cures. Greasy
Wait, so
food.
is this your second pick?
Yeah,
So
Any,
time and greasy food.
greasy food. At school we had a.
any specific food?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, dickweed.
Yeah, let Confucius speak.
Yes. What? Yes. It's called what do we call it? The cafe melt, and it's
Oh yeah, I heard you talk about that a ton.
it's 2 grilled cheese on Texas like inch thick Texas toast with a burger in the middle of the 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. No way anything can survive that.
No better way to beat a hangover than with diabetes.
Right? Just beat the shit out of it with. Okay, so
That or gout.
you beat the dead horse with another dead horse.
But this other dead horse is severely overweight and most likely has
Yes.
one missing hoof.
Highly obese.
Hoof. Get off my fucking dick.
All right, Zach,
All right,
what's
move
your
on.
second pick?
Oh, what's my second pick? It's a simple one. I do it all the time. Just fucking eat plain bread. Plain bread. Soak that shit up.
Fair
The
enough.
towel of foods.
That's true.
Fair enough. I don't know if this is technically taken then. My second pick was gonna be a Jimmy John's sub. Is that
Technically, it's
taken?
not greasy, nor is it just bread.
Okay.
It's
So-
specific and helpful enough that I would say I'll allow it.
It's I have done it probably twice. And
But
it
is there any no free ads, but is there anything a Jimmy John sub can't fix?
My depression.
No, it fixes that. I use it for that too.
I've had a lot of Jimmy John's subs, dude.
The only thing it can't fix is your bank account.
Oh, that's true. Number one Pepe though. Hangover. You run to Jimmy John's, get a number one Pepe. Some lemonade.
Pepe. What the hell's a Pepe?
Just the
I
ham
live
and
at Jimmy
cheese.
Johnson. What?
It's the
Oh.
ham and cheese.
That's why. It's the empty scroll
Basic
test.
bitch.
Empty
Whoa.
scroll sub.
This is the
How
best
much,
one there.
sir? Dude, BLT.
4 with cheese.
You don't even know what the 4 is called.
Real cheese.
You just call it the 4.
Yeah, because he goes there all
Turkey
the time.
Tom, dummy. That's the only
Okay.
thing I get.
I knew it was called the Turkey Tom. I didn't know if you knew what it was called. You
Pretentious
just called it
asshole.
the 4.
I've only been ordering it, and it's been, literally the only thing I've ever gotten from Jimmy John's since I was 3, something like that.
Okay, whatever. So my third one I have not tried yet, but I've heard that it works wonders. And it is drinking a bottle of Pedialyte the night before. It's like when you're
I have done that.
when you're really drunk, or if you know you're gonna get really drunk, you drink a bottle of Pedialyte either before bed or before you start drinking. And you can get blacked out, and apparently you wake up the next morning and you won't be hungover.
Chicks do it.
So that's gonna be. I'll probably try that maybe this weekend. Cause Saturday night's gonna be a wild one.
Honestly,
Birthday party.
Pedialyte's so nasty.
I'm
It'll probably
not
just
a fan.
tox you right away.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. But if it gets me out of a hangover, I'm in.
All right, breaking around town.
So my last one I will go with is one that I do again every time. The 3 that I do are the ones I do every single time that I feel under the weather. Take the coldest shower possible.
Haven't tried that.
Fucking wakes me
I
up
like a hot
right
shower
away.
usually.
Like, it's the headache will still be there, but the feeling like shit, like in the stomach, and feeling like groggy and shit like that, nope, gone. Because it wakes you, it's a shock to the system that wakes your ass up. If it doesn't do that, it'll make you puke and you'll feel better. I have had both results.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm a real scientist here. I do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, me too.
I think you just do it because you have a problem.
It's not a problem. Jake, your third and final pick.
So, trying to figure out which one I want to
I
drop.
can't believe this hasn't been said yet.
I think I'm gonna say a little shekshy in the morning. I can't say I've ever had hungover a 6, but it's gotta work, right?
That's pondering. You did that just to get the people.
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
Zach is
It's gotta be
disapproving.
work. It's gotta work.
Zach
A
is
Jimmy
disapproving.
Johnson sub in one hand, a Pedialyte in the other, and just pounding her away. Oh.
It's too much
Come on.
exercise. Your head just hurts.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work? Oh, Zach's shooting it down. Oh, that's why he's been shaking his head. Doesn't work, really.
See, Jake, you and I would not know.
Yeah,
It doesn't work.
wouldn't know that at all. But
We
thanks
can
for
test it out next time.
me in. Yes.
Saturday? Well, Sunday morning.
If you somehow can manage to have it, it doesn't work.
Really?
Have it as in the hangover
Well-
or the it?
As in, if you are both feeling like, oh, you know what?
Well, not if you're both. If you're low key feeling it, and they're not.
When are you not feeling it?
No, I'm saying like when you are hungover and you both like agree when it's just actually you're just like fuck it, whatever. And you're both in that
Don't
mood.
do that.
Doesn't work.
It
It's just a
through.
bunch of lazy starfishes then.
No,
Yes.
when I play for keeps.
Okay. Any honorable mentions?
Water?
That's what I was gonna say. How did we not say Just
Because it
drink a
hasn't been working
shit
for
ton
me
of
lately.
water.
It hasn't been
Works for
working for
me.
me lately.
It works.
I
It definitely works.
those are like I
Also,
always,
I found
I
out
prefer
if you drink wine, if you get wine drunk,
Yeah, I told you
you'll
this.
sleep.
Oh,
No,
no.
you didn't.
Work.
I
That's
told
what
you
work.
this. Oh yeah, you're right. Found it at work. If you drink water after being wine drunk, you get re-drunk because it just takes you
Rehydrates the
really,
wine.
really dehydrated. It rehydrates you, and all the toxins go right back in.
I didn't know that, but that's kind of awesome. Jake, Saturday?
No.
Okay. Any other honorable mentions?
I mean,
Jake?
I
here's
heard
the one
coffee, but I
we
don't like
started.
coffee, and I think that's a myth.
The one that we
No, it
talked
kind
about
of
before I
works.
started was it's not really a prevention. It's like more of like a delay on it than it is like or like just a little bit of a stop while it's happening. So like one time got super drunk, woke up the next morning. Uh, if he watches this, Charlie, I'm still sorry.
Throw up.
Both times that I threw up on your floor.
Oh.
Throw up.
They
Cures
happened almost a year after each other, almost exactly. The first time I was super hungover, felt like complete shit, thought I was gonna throw up. Got into my car and drove from Madison back to my house. And during that drive, I felt like nothing was wrong, but like I felt like I was gonna throw up before I got in my car. Felt perfectly fine in the car. And when I got home, once I put it in park in my driveway, quick ran into my house and knelt down towards my toilet. But before I parked the car and after I left Madison, after I got into it, perfectly fine.
Do you have the windows open?
No.
I was going to say
Fresh
we also
air.
missed fresh air and sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
Other
Well,
than
sleep
that,
time too, I guess. It's just you're not aware of it.
we didn't really say throwing up, but Zach kind
Yeah.
of said it in his cold shower. I just kind of figured that was a given.
And then, offing yourself.
It's a real good way to stop a hangover. I don't know why.
I've considered it.
Okay.
What? Saying
We
it?
have crossed the
Or
line.
don't answer that.
We have crossed the line.
No. I know.
We
But
have
I had a 24-hour hangover once.
That's it. Could have been
No,
worse.
actually, it was more than that.
Yeah, last year at work, I remember you came into work one day and you were hungover for like 3 days.
Yeah. Well, no. That was over Christmas break.
That was 3 separate times.
I drank a full
yes.
1.75 of Jim Beam.
All right.
All right.
Well, my friends are
on that-
alcoholics, and this
Whoa, hey, I am not an alcoholic.
it's been said by multiple people. Shut the fuck up.
Who?
That's true.
Me, the other interventionist, and the one that likes to spray out insults.
Okay. Doesn't count.
3 strikes.
You're out, buddy.
Well, then you are too, Jake.
No,
I started the club before you.
I'm not out. I don't have 3 strikes.
named
Who's
you-
got 3 strikes on me? Who's got 3
named
strikes
you
on me?
the alcoholic.
Wow, now you're an enabler, Austin. Way to go, asshole. Dragging your friends down with you.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry,
Sick.
Jake. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you
Sick
just have to go
little
down
boy.
with the whole crew.
No.
No, just the captain goes down with the ship.
Dumbass
bringing the
captains
crew down
drag their
with
crew
me.
down with them.
The whole crew can.
I drugged my crew.
Yeah, Austin's the one that
That's another issue.
handcuffs them all to the poles and just lets the ship go down.
So if you want,
That's unreal.
check us out on Twitter
Astonishing.
at Podcast Backdoor.
Dumbfounding.
Also, make sure to check us out on Instagram at the Backdoor Podcast. The rank will be posted on both of these for you to vote. Last time, so we did not tell everyone.
Don't
the
vote for
results.
Austin since he condones slave labor.
I won the last rank
and-
on Instagram. Jake won it on Twitter, but it was a biased vote. And Instagram, we have more followers.
What?
So
Why was it a biased vote? I wasn't the one that played.
How are you winning it is
In
the
the
bias
public.
vote, Austin?
My name's Austin. I'm gonna take 3 of the most popular shows ever and take those.
Mainstream. You were so
Nobody
main.
said you couldn't be mainstream. That's 3 good picks.
Yeah, but if you're sitting there being mainstream, that's not like those are truly your favorite characters. If so,
I'm a
you're
basic
so
bitch.
basic.
Well, that's true.
What can I say? You should
Yeah.
know this. I'm a basic bitch boy.
You're a bitch boy.
What can I say? I'm a bitch boy.
You're the definition of a bitch boy.
No, I'm not. All right. Anyways, so yeah, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. Make sure to vote for our pod rank. And no,
Don't say that
Stop.
fucking word.
Stop. Don't forget to watch the rest of our videos on YouTube, as we are now adding a gaming section, which we did some gaming tonight before this. It was pretty great.
Horrendous.
We did terrible, but it was a fun video. So yeah, check out.
Was it? I don't know. I didn't know.
Well, it's not up yet, but watch for that.
Yeah.
So subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you get notifications. Follow us on Twitch, I believe.
Fuck yeah.
Zach, would you like to plug the
Which
Twitch?
is the Backdoor Pod.
The Backdoor Pod.
www.twitch.com/the Backdoor Pod.
We have been going. That stupid URL. We've been going live pretty often, actually. Zach tends to go live 2
Started
or
up
3 times
last
a week.
week or 2 weeks, and it was 3 streams, I think.
Yeah, so Zach has a couple videos out there on the channel for us already. Other
We'll
than
have a
that,
couple. The second one will be
Very good.
dropping early tomorrow morning or late tonight. No, it's gonna be early tomorrow morning, no matter what.
when they're listening to this, it'll be in the past, but
Mm-hmm.
it'll already be out.
They're good. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
I love it. So
What
yeah.
are we doing this weekend, Austin?
Oh. So this weekend we have Jake Thibodeau and Javi
Dubs.
Carrillo
Himself.
both
Dubs.
coming here,
The notorious Javi.
and so
Ooh,
we are
good job.
going to do some grilling and some drinking Friday,
Oh,
and then
no.
some mini
We don't condone
golfing
that.
and some
Yeah,
water.
grilling's bad for you.
Yeah.
Drinking
This is an
water.
intervention. You grill too much.
I'm sorry. And then we'll be drinking water
Oh.
Friday and Saturday night for a birthday party.
So
And
this
then
weekend,
Sunday-
I was grilling dinner for my family, and I was like, "Oh, Austin, look how good this looks." He goes, "You're bad." I'm like, "These are perfect burgers. What are you talking about?" They look
Probably said
awesome.
you're ugly too, and I probably said 10-4, 10-4, like my taint.
Stop saying
Yes,
that.
please.
It was so much better when it was just
Anyways,
that
we're going to
sound.
the Brewer game.
Yeah, Sunday we're going to the Brewer game, and we're gonna get some
Josh Hader
interviews
bobblehead,
from
bitches.
Jake and Javi as far as football teams. So yeah, check out next week's episode where we're gonna do some more football talk, and then we'll have a separate
Tom
video.
thinks he
with,
can beat me in mini golf.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, I'm putting it out there. We could do like a Madden 20 tournament. I have it for my PlayStation 4, and we can get the interviews while we play some Madden.
I don't have Madden.
That'd be
20 yet,
sweet.
but-
I have Madden. No, like we all come.
No, we
over
go
to-
to his house.
Oh,
I got the camera that I'm using right now.
when?
I've never played Madden, but I will do my best.
We can just play some
Could have to
Madden,
be
get our
Friday
thoughts
night.
on the season or something like that. Who knows?
Could
Just
have
putting
to
it
be
out
Friday
there.
night.
Yeah, we'll be gone Saturday night.
I'm probably not going to that.
Okay. Oh, hey, don't
Well,
forget to
I'll
email us.
be where you guys are. I want to kick some ass in mini golf.
Don't forget
Yeah.
to email us at the
You
back,
say
at
that
the
fucking
backdoor
word again. I
pod
swear to
at
God.
gmail.com. That
It's
is
a
again,
second date. You've earned a second date.
the backdoor pod at gmail.com.
Don't email us.
Jake, what do you think about email?
I think it is a good, brand new technology that is really sweeping. It's
All right, Jake.
rising,
Because you're saying that.
rising like a good bread.
Here's my retaliation, Jake. Email us, people, but when you do, the only thing you email us is Austin is a bitch-ass pussy. That's the only email I want to receive.
If we get an email, I'd be happy, actually. So,
Emails are getting flooded now.
hmm That would actually be awesome.
I'm gonna start flooding the emails.
With Kate
every
Upton
single
pictures and Austin
yeah.
is a pussy.
I want to see your neck the bob pics.
Yes.
Send neck the bob pics, please.
All right. Yeah.
I will call the Polish if you don't send neck the bob.
All right, we're out of here. We gotta get out of here. Jesus, that was way too long. See you guys.